This is my audience for my speech For my informative speech, I'm doing Does discrimination still exist in the 20th century? Unfortunately, it still does. It's something that we'll never get away from. Discrimination occurs in a variety of ways, whether it's over someone's sexuality, religion, sex, or race. It's still occurring and a never-ending thing. One major thing is big in society right now is non-whites being targets for crimes. When looking at non-whites being targets for crime, some people believe that all non-whites are the reason for crime or are guilty for crime. With that being said, PBS.org stated, as an estimate, 260,000 suspects hate crime has happened in the U.S. every year, and more than 50 out of every 1 million black citizen was the victim. It's sad to see that we are still having this problem in 2017. On Infowars.com, from 2011 to 2013, 38.5% of people arrested for murder, manslaughter, rape, robbery, aggravated assault were black. This figure is 3 times higher than 13% black population figure. So after doing some research, I conducted a survey that was non-biased, meaning I went to every single race of 2. So I did 2 of each race, had them take a survey. My first question on the survey was, who do you think is more likely to commit a crime? And I listed each race. My results are not very surprising. 75.3% said black, 20.1% said Hispanic, and the remaining 4.6% went to either Asians, Indians, or whites. My second question to them was, do you think someone who lives in a low poverty neighborhood is more likely to commit a crime? 92.7% said yes. The 7.3% said no. I chose this question because this is the root of crime are on a rise, coming from child poverty. Many people in poverty are likely to commit a crime due to a person stealing something or selling illegally substances to put food on the table for their kids. Also, being in a negative community, like crimes or drugs, kids are more prone to do this because this is what they grew up with. This is what they thought was right. This is what their role models were showing them. So they didn't know any different. Kids are also more likely to do bad in school when they're with low-income families because they have adult males behind bars most of the time, which concludes that there's fewer fathers, grandparents, and mentors for these young men and women to look up to. This is why women are getting treated badly because they settle for something so poorly because they don't know better. Or a man treats a girl so poorly because he's seen how bad his father was or didn't even get to see that father figure. Without a stable father figure, many young children act up to follow in their father's footsteps because they think that's the right thing. With that being said, not only non-whites are the only ones to commit crime, but low-income people are also. My third question was to them, do you think cops are targets non-whites? If yes, what race is most likely your targeted to you, in your opinion? Every single person on my survey answered yes. 98.1% black people are the ones to be targeted the most. But the real question is that true? Unfortunately, yes, and I know, it surprised me. It is true. Because on HuffPost.com, they showed that 51% of the time, while whites are convicted of felonies, were inaccurate 38% of the time. Or blacks were inaccurate 51% of the time, and whites were only 38%. So to conclude my statement, discrimination is something we'll never get away from. It is something that's always going to occur, ranging from sex, religion, sexuality, race. However, black lives do matter, but so does everyone else's lives. Blacks do have a higher crime rate, as long as low poverty people are most likely to commit crimes as well, but non-whites are targeted to many crimes. Lastly, you can't believe everything you hear or see on social media because publicity will make you believe their side by only showing you what they want you to hear or see. With that being said, everyone's lives matter and we need to have more positive publicity, and everyone needs to be able to live their life not feeling targeted because of how they look. In closing, I did a lot of research and conducted these surveys to get the informational statistics to inform you guys what is still going on in our world.